Hey guys, and welcome, another week, another hobby vlog. Alright, so let's see, what do we got on offer today? Well, the early part of the week has been a lot of sculpting. So you can't see it here, but I've got another one on the go on the printer at the moment. He would have been shown off today, but the printer kind of failed, and now I've got to go back and redo it, which happens from time to time. Anyone that's used a 3D printer knows that it's not without its drawbacks. There's always little problems that occur, but he should show up at some point during this hobby vlog. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. But he's looking good, and he'll be the next little bust that I've got on offer for Blighter Gods. I think it'll be April probably. But yeah, we've still got this one here. Here's the March release. I'll be painting him up during this week, so you'll see the colors go down. He'll be very similar to the other ones that I've done, which is that sort of pallid style flesh. I did a little video of like how to paint that. It's all like glazing and washes for like an underpainting, subsurface scattering for skin, and then you're doing like top layers over that, bringing forward the colors that are underneath the skin to give it that sort of, I don't know, like it's a sort of technique that you use a lot in like special effects makeup in movies. When you're building colors on a foam latex appliance, they build it up in these sort of stages or layers of colors and multicolored layers before they get the final skin type, and so it's like blending those all together, and you end up with this realism in the skin. And it's sort of taking some of that idea and putting that into a miniature. You can get the similar results you'll find on YouTube, like tons of like wet blending tutorials that use this type of approach as well, where you're adding a lot of variation of different colors to achieve a varied finish in skin. But that's a little bit more of a more involved type of technique, whereas this one is a lot faster and a lot more easier and more forgiving. So you can get it done very quickly, and that's kind of why I chose it. It's a nice fun and easy way to achieve a similar result, especially for pallid tones. Darker skin tones, it doesn't work as well, but definitely mid to pale tone flesh, it works really well, for monsters and stuff. So that's what's going on this week. I also have, I'm playing around with contrast paints at the moment. So this Sorcerer, Chaos Sorcerer, I'm going to do a tutorial for this one. This is for my personal army. So I've explained this before, but like these Death Guard here are based on a color scheme for my Darkspawn demon faction that's in Blighter Gods, and it's a lot of aquatic kind of theme stuff and blue-green kind of colors. So I'm putting that into the Death Guard, and I'm going back. So I have a tutorial for that. You'll see here. I've started playing around with contrasts on the armor to deepen the color. So if we have a look, I was talking about it before. Get that in focus. The color is just a little bit shallow, so I'm trying to slowly deepen it. You can see there on the leg panel. I'm just trying to make it pop a little more. So I've been using some different blue-green kind of contrasts to play around with that, and I'll be doing a full tutorial on this of how to go back to an army that you've already painted and add more layers of detail to just basically level up the look and feel of an army that you've already painted. So I think that's kind of like a nice challenge. So I'm going to get this one to my current standard, and then go back and do these like extra layers of glazing and little fine detail passes to bring the whole level up of the army and make it feel a bit more nurgly and a little bit more more eye-catching on the tabletop. So that's been fun. I've been working on that. So yeah, that Chaos Sorcerer, he'll get a similar treatment, but I'm going to be trying some different things. I've seen a YouTube video of like going from grayscale to contrast to color and using contrast paints, and I think that's going to be really interesting. So we're going to have a little go at that and see if I can come up with a method that you could use across an entire army. So that'll be really fun. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll leave it there for now, and hopefully when I come back you'll see some more progress either on the Death Guard, the Chaos Space Marine, or my bust there. Alright, well I'll catch you soon, guys. Well, it's the middle of the week and I've been busy. So you can't really tell there, everything kind of looks kind of the same except for maybe the demon prints in the middle. But yeah, I've been hard at work. We've got this special little character here. So I think I talked about him in the last part. Yeah, he's going to be the April release, I think, for Blood of Gods, and he'll be free during the month of April for the Denizens of Catan series of little STL files that I've got going on. And yeah, he came out really cool. Can I get it even closer? Yeah, so there we go. He's got some weird things happening in his neck. It's kind of fused to his body, and I think that was a really cool idea. And he's got like some weird, it's a bit hard to see with this camera, but yeah, he's got like some weird growths going on under his jaw, which I really enjoyed sculpting. It was a lot of fun. And this like crazy tongue that's coming out, just sort of a jabbering maw kind of thing. So he's like a flesh troll. So he lives in caves, and he's part of like one of the ghoul factions in Blood of Gods. And yeah, he's a cool little character. I'll probably do more, I guess, lore or description stuff down the track. But essentially, he's living with these ghouls, which this one is a part of. Yeah, I haven't actually released all the information on these yet. This is coming for a long way away. They're actually, both of these are part of the second deck for my card game that I've got. If you go to the Blood of Gods website, you'll see the card game there. If you're in Australia, you can actually pick up a copy of the first deck, which is called Cursed Blood, and these are part of the second deck, which I'm currently playtesting, which is called Rivals, and they're a ghoul faction in that. So they will eventually come out, and I'll do like full molds for them and stuff, but for now they're just little busts as part of this Denizens of Catan series, which are sort of like just characters that exist in the world that aren't necessarily in the card game or any of the other sort of I guess, you know, projects that I'm working on. They're sort of outside characters that may come into it at some point, but aren't there at the moment. So they're just, yeah, these cool ideas. But I'm definitely going to use them because I've really enjoyed doing these sort of toxin sack things. Like if you look at the Kagawa one, which I released first, which is incidentally always free, so you can just go onto my website and download him and print him out, at least for the time being anyway, as of this video. And this is the second one in that sort of ghoul style, where it's got the toxins there, and they're designed to break down you know, flesh and bone, sort of to rot it, because I talked about this before. These particular ghouls require, well, the ghouls in Blood of Gods, my brand, they don't eat like fresh meat. They need it to rot, and so sort of a bit like I'm pretty sure crocodiles do this. It could be alligators. I don't know which one, but I talked about it in the other hobby vlog. They'll drag the body into a little alcove, usually just under the water, down the side of a lake or creek or wherever, and they'll leave it there and come back to it later, and so the body bloats and it rots, and so then they munch on it, you know, like, you know, when they need a snack. So these are kind of, you know, taking on that idea, and they'll put the bodies in the ground to rot and so on. You know, the classic ghoul thing is that they live in graveyards and things like that. So I sort of took that idea and moved it along. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these are coming along. He'll get his treatment pretty soon. The Demon Prince here, you can see I've started work on the armour and the body, which is really nice. I've been playing around with the contrasts. I think as of Saturday, this will be coming out on Sunday, so that'll all be released. I've started a tutorial on using contrast on armor, which is this one here. So I've done a test, and that'll be for the Chaos Lord that I've already shown. And yeah, so you can see how I sort of do that, and I'm using some of those ideas on the Death Guard, and that'll be, I'll probably do a further tutorial for that with the Death Guard Space Marine hero that we've got over here. So that'll be really cool. So I'm just, you know, I'm on the go, getting it all done. So a little bit of work. Hopefully I'll be able to do another installment, probably tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably see you then, and hopefully I'll get a little bit more done. I'll definitely do some work on the ghoul there, and yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. All right, catch ya. So I got time to put a bit more effort in. So here we are, the last bit of the hobby vlog for this week. Yeah, didn't get quite as far as I wanted to go, but yeah, we're here, and I thought I'd show you where I got. Let's have a look. So Demon Prince's armor, very close to finish, like most of that's done. Just got to do the hands there. That should be cool. And then I can start on the skin tones. So I got the base layer done. That's like a mix of like pale flesh and a blue. So you get like a kind of a grey tone, which is pretty cool. And then I'll build that up and then use like purples and stuff like that mixed in to glaze into those flesh tones to give it like a lot of variation and all that kind of stuff, like you see in a lot of the photos where, you know, like the little tentacles have like purple or other colors like that. I use that a lot in the Death Guard army, so I'll be doing all that kind of stuff, and it goes well with all those blues and teals and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely purple colors are cool. So yeah, he's coming along well. What else? Oh yeah, and then this is the main thing I did. So I managed to get all those subsurface colors in. Now this camera kind of shows it off as like quite dark, I think, in that. It's a little bit more subtle than what you're seeing there, not quite as dark. A little bit softer transitions between the colors. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. It's yeah, great way to paint monster flesh. Yeah, if you haven't, if you want to check out the channel there, I've got a video on how to do this. Really easy, you know, technique, and yeah, perfect for these kind of guys. If you're doing like very pale colors or all that kind of stuff, it works really well. But you can use the same process on darker skin tones. You just have to be a bit more deliberate with the washes. But it's essentially a lot of glazes, like very watered down paint, and using a variety of different colors, so like magentas, purples, blues, and a little bit of yellow in there, and you're just washing it into all the areas, like the hot spots, so where blood's coming to the surface or bone or that sort of thing, and you're just washing successive layers of that over the surface to get this final result. So yeah, you know, it's cool. And a little bit of green in there, I think. I put a bit of green under the jaw there, in those toxin sacs. So now you go back and do like the top layers of the skin. So I'll use pale tones and like tint it with those colors I use, so the washes, and you get a nice soft varied skin texture. Really cool. So yeah, he'll be fun to finish off. And then I'll be on to this one here, and that'll probably be next week, and you'll see more of this. I didn't manage to do the Chaos Sorcerer this week, but I'll do that next week. So this contrast paint technique I've got here, that should actually be up, yeah, by the time this video comes out, so you can watch that. Next week I'll do the one on the Chaos Sorcerer, a bit more detailed, a bit more yeah, more layers of color and so on for this guy, and that should be cool. And yeah, maybe a few other little things. I'll probably be printing more of these. I've got a couple more of those Denizens of Catan to print out, so that'll be cool. And do some final layers. I'm hoping maybe to do a female, so maybe I'll have maybe a tutorial or something on how to do like female skin tones and stuff like that, like, you know, demon skin tone. It's going to be a demonic creature, so it'll be like another monster flesh kind of one, but maybe something more subtle for a female character. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you guys are all having a good hobby week and getting some stuff done. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. All right, catch you later, guys.